So I think there may be some people here, I'm not sure how many, but there may be some people who don't know about Tara, the Buddha Tara, not just to be confused with some god or deity, but Tara, an actual Buddha. So who is Tara? Well, this is a big question in one way. The simple way to say it is that Tara is a manifestation of our own pure minds, okay? We all have, according to Mahayana Buddhism, the Buddha nature, which means we all have the potential to become fully enlightened. And we have the potential to become fully enlightened in many, many, many different manifestations or forms, just as there, for example, can be many, many kinds of trees or flowers and so forth. There are many as manifestations of Buddha energy. They don't all have to look like male or whatever. Some can be female, some can be, without gender in a sense. So the point is the enlightened mind, the fully awakened mind, can manifest in countless forms for the benefit of others. Okay, that's the point. And so Tara, if we practice the sadhana and so forth of Tara, it is said it can quickly awaken wind energy, the prana energy, which is, of course, the fastest, if you like, of the elements. It's faster than fire, it's faster than water, it's faster than earth, obviously. As for space, that's another matter, but wind is very fast, right? It's speedy, it's movement. So Tara is also connected with our wind energy, which means that if we engage in her practice successfully, properly, then we can have very quick manifestation of protection from fears and other very powerful, we could say, spiritual realizations. Okay. The myth, which a lot of you know, I'll repeat it because it's very beautiful, and some of you may not know it. The myth tells us something about what the Tara archetype symbolizes or means. So it is said that the Buddha of compassion, Avalokiteshvara, he became upset and was crying. He was crying because out of his great compassion, he wanted to help people as much as he could, but he was not able to help people in the way that he wanted. The more people he helped, the more it seemed that people turned up who needed help, and he felt it was an endless process which could not be achieved, and he got very discouraged. He was crying, and from his tears, Buddha Tara was born. Okay, from Avalokiteshvara's tears, Tara was born. So this seems to suggest a very strong kind of very powerful compassion, very powerful compassion, very quick compassion. And Tara in the iconography, as has been sent on the posting, you'll see that the green Tara, which is the excuse me, the main Tara, her right foot is extended. She's not sitting in the meditation posture. She's sitting with her right leg extended. So what does that mean? It means she's ready to leap into action to benefit others. Yeah. So that's very significant that she's willing to jump into action. Okay. So that's called the dancing posture, and she's ready. She's out of her great compassion to work very quickly for suffering beings. Yeah. So this is what that represents. So her practice is very, very common and popular in the Mahayana tradition. So in the Himalayan region, belt, and in Tibet, you'll find Tara practice is done every day, I would think, by all the monasteries and nunneries and so forth. It is very, very important practice. She's kind of the protector of Tibet, in a sense, together with Avalokiteshvar, the Buddha of compassion. She's the protector, the great protector, the great mother. Also the great wisdom mother, Pragya Paramita, is also called the mother because she's the embodiment of great wisdom, which is the mother of all good qualities in a sense. But Tara is another kind of mother who protects from fear. You could say her practice is very powerful to protect from fear. So this is what we need to know. So we'll be, now I've sent the praises at least to everybody on our Tushita posts. And some of you may know what Tara looks like. I'm sorry, I don't have a picture of Tara here. I should have thought to put one up on the wall, but I forgot. But anyway, you have the picture in your mobile phone or laptop. And so you can imagine that throughout this practice, there is that kind of beneficial, very loving presence amongst us. And the wonderful thing about it, of course, is that we're not just talking about somebody out there in space, you know, we're talking about something that is deeply within us, within each one of us, you know. Some of us may be feeling today, oh, I'm like this, I'm like that, I did something not so good today or yesterday or in my life, or I'm not good enough, or, you know, whatever it is. We think many things, don't we? But actually, deep down, potentially, all of us are Tara. All of us are awakened people. All of us are awakened people. This is very important to know. If we don't know this, then, or if we don't have some faith in this, it's easy to become discouraged and to lose respect for oneself, and therefore also lose respect for other people. Because, you know, if we feel, say, we are a higher caste or more intelligent than somebody intellectually, then we may look down on them, or if they are poorer than us or whatever. But actually, from the Mahayana perspective, we all have the Buddha nature. We all have the potential to become fully awakened people. So if we really get that, then we respect everybody as having that nature. And we also respect animals, because animals also have the Buddha nature. The difference there is that because of the state of their nervous system and their brain and all of that, they don't have the ability to manifest that Buddha nature in their life. But we humans, we have this amazing body, it is said, although it also has its problems, right? This body has problems, we all know that. But it is also an extraordinary body because the subtle aspect of this body is very amazing. And with that very subtle aspect, and with the ingredients, if you like, that this body has, we can attain full enlightenment in this human body, with this human body. So this is something amazing. And so, therefore, we feel from that Vajrayana point of view, tantric point of view, and this practice of Tara is a basic kind of tantric practice because we are visualizing light, we are visualizing a pure being, we are visualizing ourselves becoming pure. So in that sense, it's a very Vajrayana or mantric or tantric practice. Yeah. So in that sense, we are very, very, very fortunate to have this kind of a human body with which we can not only, you see, enjoy the pleasures of the five senses, that's one thing, but much more than that, we can utilize our wonderful mind to be of great benefit to others, yeah, and ourselves. And we can utilize, you see, we can also use it to attain enlightenment. So this is what Tara represents, you know, our ability to become fully awakened people. And in that way, we are of unbelievable benefit to others, unbelievable benefit. We can't imagine how much benefit we can bring to other people, you know, as a fully awakened person. Just think about it for a while as part of our motivation. Right now, we may be very kind people. I'm sure all of us here are in many ways very kind people and very intelligent people and all the rest. But, when we think, how much can I actually help myself and how much am I able to help other people? I really want to help them, right? I have a friend or relation or something. I really want to help this person. They are suffering, they have this problem or that problem, but I just don't know exactly how. What is the best way to help them? I just don't know. Or they say, look, please tell me what meditation practice to do. And, one has a vague idea, general idea, what might be good for that person, but one doesn't know exactly what is the best for that person. One doesn't know exactly what is the best. So, yeah. And I must just mention that I'm here in Bodh Gaya with Rajeshji, who is often on our Zoom calls. And right now, Naveen, another friend of ours, he's in a train. There he is with his red cap. He's racing towards Bodh Gaya. He's racing towards Bodh Gaya in the Rajdhani Express. And he will be, I hope, in the Gaya station around 4 a.m. in the morning. And he should be at Root Institute, I hope, by 4:35 or whatever. So anyway, I hope he gets up in time and gets off the train and doesn't end up in Bhubaneswar, where the train is going. So anyway, good to see him and wonderful to see another great friend. We have Sanjay ji, who is there doing pranam, and he's a wonderful person who's been a great sponsor for Tushita over many, many, many years. So you see, we're able to carry on because of these kind people, those who come to Tushita, those who sponsor Tushita, and so on and so forth. So we're very grateful. They are also like our protectors, and we also have Tara Dakini is here. You see, Tara is here in person in the form of Venerable Paldron, who was the director of Root Institute before. And then we have, there's too many names to mention. Ajirji, our old friend and wise guide. So anyway, thank you all of you. I hope you get a little taste of what is Tara. Main thing is to feel some taste of that, some taste. And of course, behind Sanjay ji is, of course, his strong, wonderful wife, Shilpi ji, who's there. Now just a rectangle. So anyway, just think as our motivation. I have this amazing opportunity as a human being. How am I going to use it? I don't know how much longer I'm going to live. Which is not being dramatic here. It's the fact we don't know how much longer we're going to live. And if we've crossed 50 or 60, then it's sure that we're well beyond halfway through our life. So, what are we going to do? What is left? What are we going to do with the years that are left? More money, more material objects. What are we going to do? What do we think is going to be most beneficial for ourselves and other people? So here the Mahayana states clearly that the purpose of life is to benefit others, is to bring all other sentient beings to the state of full enlightenment. And to do that, we need to obviously become enlightened ourselves. Someone who is drowning cannot help another drowning person. We have to be a really excellent, strong swimmer, lifesaver. So we have to become lifesavers in that sense. So then we have to be like Tara, you see. We have to become like Tara. We have to become a Buddha. This is very clear. No other way to help people deeply and perfectly. Everything else is kind of, just chance. Maybe by chance we are able to help someone a great deal, but often we can't. And that's very sad, right? Very frustrating. So we have a whole list of people who need help. I'll just recite the names now, not because it's anything exhaustive. Obviously, there are countless billions of beings throughout the universe who need help, but these are just some of them. And thank you, Nitya, for posting the praises on the meeting chat. So anyone also, it's there on the meeting chat. So we've been asked to pray for Lucien da Silva Pires Machado, for Vivek Nigam, friend in Delhi, he lives very close to Tushita when he's there, for Root Institute's activities to be very successful for sentient beings, for the school and the clinic and the Dharma Center to be successful throughout the year, not just in the winter months. Then for Santra Devi, for Pappu Sangwan, for Pramilaji to find direction and according to Rinpoche's advice. Then we dedicate, we want to pray for our sponsors, Sanjay Manaktala, Ranjit Walia, and other very kind people who support Tushita. Then we have Rajinder Anand, who has cancer, for Akshi, who has health issues, for Maya Joshi, who's had health issues on and off for the last few years, and for Sri Baisab. All of these people, we've been asked to pray for them. So this is just like a microcosm, right? This is just like they are representatives of all the other suffering sentient beings that we have to be considering all the time. When we forget them, then as you know, we can become quite self-centered and selfish and forget that our neighbor, the person next to me, you know, wants happiness just as I want happiness, doesn't want to suffer, just like me. When I make them happy, when I do something they like, they get happy, you know. They're happy, just like I'm happy when someone does something nice to me. So at this very basic level, very basic feeling level, all of us, brothers and sisters, yeah, all wanting to be happy, trying so many methods to be happy, and not succeeding so well, you know, so far. Okay, so one method we can use, which will help us if we do practice correctly and sincerely, can never fail us actually, is the dharma, because the whole point of the dharma is it is holding on to that which is true. You know, it is something that is true. It's not deceptive. It's not going to deceive us. Just like even our best friends sometimes might, you know, fail us or deceive us or something, depending on circumstances. But the true doctrine, the dharma, that which holds us back from suffering, that does not deceive us. This we have to check, of course. The Buddha said, check. Don't believe, check, and then see, you know. So I think I'm going to engage in this short practice of Aryapara on this Sunday evening. I'm taking off time from my, you know, hectic, precious life to engage with all these other kind people who are here. Due to these other kind people, we have this program, so we're all able to generate some positive energy together. So that is also something very wonderful. Oh, amazing. We speak about the kindness of other people. So here it is in action, yeah. Without all these other people, yeah, 29 people here, and one more person with me here in Bodh Gaya, and maybe some at Tushita Delhi, at least one person there. So all these people, you see, helping each other to create some positive energy this evening. Plant some positive seed, which can help all of us. Really can help all of us. So how wonderful. Spend some time rejoicing in the kindness of sentient beings, living beings, and in your own good intention. How wonderful it is. So we can just briefly go through some of the initial steps. Some may have the sadhana in front of you, but we're not going to go through it word by word. But we can imagine we are visualizing the green Tara is very beautifully adorned in the nature of light in space before us, adorned with very beautiful garments, gazing at us very peacefully, but also with a very loving expression, since she is the embodiment of love, compassion, as well as, of course, wisdom. Wisdom because she's a Buddha, so she has all the qualities of a Buddha, not just love and compassion, all the qualities. But especially, of course, she is manifesting the quick, compassionate activity. Her right foot is extended, her left foot is drawn up. Her left hand is at her heart in the gesture of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, holding the stem of a phala flower, and her right hand is by her right knee in the gesture of granting sublime realizations, the palm open. So she's like never-ending flow of loving grace, as the Christians might say, or grace or realizations. You know? So with her right hand. And she's in the nature of light, and she's radiating light in all directions. Very wonderful, blissful light. And during the whole of this practice, there's a lot of emphasis on light. Multicolored light, green light, white light, many lights. This very purifying, restoring kind of light, which is in the nature of her love, compassion, and wisdom. Then we take our pledge to become Buddhas in order to benefit all sentient beings. So we'll recite, those of us who know, 3 verses in Tibetan. The same verse 3 times, which translates as, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, from the positive energy that I generate by practicing giving and the other perfections. May I attain the state of a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Sangye chedang zagi chonam la janjeb nade danyi kyapsuchi nage jenzo ki personam ki lola penche sangye dobayo. Sangye chedang zagi chonam la janjeb nade danyi kyapsuchi nage jenzo ki personam ki lola penche sangye dobayo. Sangye chedang zagi chonam la janjeb nade danyi kyapsuchi nage jenzo ki personam ki dola penche sangye dobarasho. Then we can reflect on the 7-limb prayer, very important practices for purifying as well as generating positive energy. So first we bow down with body, speech, and mind and faith. So if you wish, you can imagine you are respectfully bowing down to Tara, who, remember, is actually like a reflection of your own enlightened nature. So it's not like we are ordinarily bowing down to some slave master or something. We are bowing down to something very marvelous and divine and enlightened, which is also within us. So I bow down with body, with the speech and mind. And then we make offerings, both real and imagined. So some of you may have some offerings on your altars or whatever, but here the main point is to visualize space filled with offerings, the 8 kinds: water for washing, water for drinking, flowers, incense, light, perfume, Then we have food and fruit, and then music. So 8 kinds of offerings. Why are we offering? Buddhas don't need our offerings, they have enough bliss and happiness, as it is. But by offering, we create positive energy. We create a blissful situation and create the cause to experience bliss ourselves in the future. So we offer these blissful offerings, which bring a very uncontaminated bliss to the minds of all the Buddhas in the nature of Tara. When we enjoy things, we become attached. Like when we enjoy food, we overeat and then we suffer. But for the Buddhas, there is no such thing as contaminated pleasure. It's all very pure, uncontaminated, blissful experience beyond our concept. So imagine we are offering beautiful clouds of these offerings throughout space to all the Buddhas in the nature, in the aspect of Tara. Make it as beautiful as you like. If you're a flower specialist, you can focus on the flowers, beautiful flowers, you visualize. If you prefer light, you visualize the lights, incense, or whatever, beautiful waters. Like the colored waters, fountains you see in some places, and offer that. It's to expand our own minds. We're not trying to bribe the Buddhas. We can't do that. And then the third thing is, after prostrating and offering, we have confession. We have to accept we have done very negative things, harmful things in our life. And from a Buddhist perspective, in countless previous lives as well, we need to feel some healthy regret. Healthy regret, not the regret of despair, and not guilt either. We have to, the regret which is willing to do something immediately to heal the situation. Certainly not downhearted, but very energetic kind of regret. So we accept we have done negative things, and we, as much as possible, aspire we will not do such things again so much, at least. If we can't stop doing them, we'll stop doing them so much. Try to promise something. If we use harsh language at people, at least try to, reduce that. Recognizing the harm that it causes, that's the point. All these things create very, very negative cycles of karmic cause and effect, which then create much misery in the future, as well as short term. Then next one is rejoicing, which is very important. We have to rejoice in all of the good actions we have done and that other people have done. And this is an antidote also to envy, jealousy. So please rejoice in, first of all the good things we have done. Whether or not you think you have done good things or not, of course you have. So we have all done good things. Remember some of them and rejoice, even if it's something quite small. Think how wonderful it is. Because you see, it creates a very positive impression on the mind stream. Think how wonderful it is. By rejoicing, we make that positive action actually even stronger. It's like giving it a booster. So any positive actions of body, your speech, or mentally, you rejoice in that. Even you had the thought to benefit others, or anything, think how wonderful it is. Then think of other people you know who engage in a lot of positive actions, your friends and others. Think how wonderful it is, without any trace of competitiveness or envy. They're doing good things, that's wonderful. Maybe much more than us, more the better. Think how wonderful it is. Rejoice in their goodness. Don't feel upset that they are better than us or something like that. Forget all that comparing mind. Just rejoice how wonderful it is. And then rejoice in the positive actions of the really genuine practitioners who practice renunciation, great compassion, wisdom, realizing ultimate truth, and who have dedicated their lives to others with the great supreme mind of bodhisattva, cherishing others more than themselves, working for others. Think of those beings who act in that way, spontaneously, sincerely, and think how wonderful it is, how wonderful it is. Okay. Then, after rejoicing, we have requesting the Buddhas not to disappear, if you like, into parinirvana, but to stay with us, not to engage in the practice of seeking solitary peace or enlightenment for themselves, but to stay, to keep on coming back, to guide us, and then to teach us, to keep on teaching the Dharma. That's the sixth limb, to keep on teaching, to teach the Dharma, which is actually the sole medicine for our pain. So to keep on teaching us. Sometimes it's good to, those of you who have teachers, it's sometimes good to compare your life before you had any kind of guide or teacher. And then when you found somebody who was authentic and who really obviously cared for you and guided you very beautifully and skillfully and without any kind of selfishness, when you find such a person, it is so wonderful. That's what many of us found when we found our teachers. Somebody who really cares and who is incredibly wise, kind. So we pray to never be separated from such beings, that they continue to teach authentically, the authentic Dharma. Okay. Then the last limb is we dedicate that positive energy we just generated through the prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, and then requesting the Buddhas to stay and to teach. And we dedicate all that. Towards what? Towards our enlightenment. Okay, very good. Now to the actual phrases. But first, we can imagine that we're requesting Tara to bless us, to purify us, and we can imagine much light. We request Tara what to, you see, bless and to purify our impure body, our impure speech, impure mind. At the moment, our body is the source of great trouble and woe. It gets old, it dies, it gets sick. But the body of a Buddha, the certain aspect of a Buddha's body, which is in the nature of light, it doesn't have all those problems. Then the body's speech, the speech of a Buddha is said to be extraordinary because it can teach spontaneously, non-dualistically, without mistake. And it can reach many different people at the same time with exactly what they need to hear, simultaneously giving, subtly different teachings to different people simultaneously. So the Buddha's speech is something very wondrous and amazing, like some kind of amazing, technology, but even greater. And then, of course, the mind of a Buddha, that's very, very impossible really to even talk about because it has, how should we put it, realized ultimate truth and the ultimate interpenetratability of reality, how everything is connected. So then a Buddha's mind understands everything, knows everything that is to be known. Sarvagyani. Sarvagyani, all-knowing, omniscient, not omnipotent, not all-powerful. Buddha, if they're all-powerful, then would have made us all enlightened by now, but all-knowing. So we pray to have that kind of mind, and that's what we're requesting the purification from Tara, to purify this mind, which at the moment is very limited, the speech, which is full of mistakes, and the body, which is also full of problems and inability to really be of great service for others. So when we have the body of a Buddha, we have many ways to benefit others and also many bodies. That you should study in the texts, the qualities of the Buddha according to Mahayana and Vajrayana teachings. So extraordinary, extraordinary. So imagine much light is emanating from Tara's heart. White light is emanating from her crown chakra into us, and then a lot of red light is emanating from her throat, and that is purifying our speech karma. The white light from the crown is purifying our body, the red light purifying our speech, and the blue light we visualize coming from her heart. This is light and nectar altogether, light and nectar always. This is purifying our mind. And imagine it's flowing into our own forehead, our own crown, into our throats, and into our hearts, in the center of the chest. Totally purifying all the garbage thoughts, all the garbage speech, all the garbage mind. I think that's actually happening. Feel all the disturbances, all the negativities flowing out of us like dirt. Really powerful flow, like a wonderful, fresh, blissful shower, which is not only affecting the outside of your body, but the inside, everything being flushed out, all the garbage being flushed out of the body and mind. Especially the people you are praying for. Imagine they are here, and this is happening for them. All the people you're praying for, dedicating for. Okay. Then we visualize the Tara in space in front of us. At her heart, there is a very blissful seed syllable, we say, like the Sanskrit or Hindi Devanagari syllable for thumb syllable, green letter thumb. You can even visualize in English, thumb, T-A-M, thumb. And then from that, very blissful green light, multicolored light is going out, reaching all the living beings, purifying them, purifying all the living beings. And as we imagine this, we can imagine they are all being transformed into the form of Tara. They're all becoming like Tara. Everyone becoming like Tara. The aspect of Tara. And we'll recite the mantra of Varyatara 21 times out loud, and then silently for one mala. Yeah, as we continue this visualization, the light going out, purifying, and then also bringing back blessing light from all of the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas throughout space, much light also coming back and blessing us. Yeah. So like this, we can visualize as well as you can. And as we recite the mantra out loud 21 times, and then silently for some time. Okay. So just spend a moment to get ready. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soha. 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 Om Tare Tutare Tire 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 Soha. Om Tare Tutare Ture 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 Soha. Om Tare Tutare Tire 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 Soha. Om Tare Tutare. So now we recite the praises to the 21 Taras. So there are many aspects of Tara. I mean, there are countless Buddhas, right? Countless manifestations of the Buddhas. But there are 21, we could say, main aspects of Tara energy, each with a specific, slightly different function. All of them are completely enlightened Buddhas, but each of them have slightly different functions. For example, the 20th Tara is specifically connected with contagious diseases, epidemics and so forth. The last Tara is connected with overall success, overall, granting of everything that one wishes. So like that. And then others have specific functions, more specific functions. Some are very peaceful, some are semi-wrathful, some are very dark in color and very wrathful. So wrathfully, which means without ordinary anger or hatred, but showing a very wrathful, angry aspect in order to control negative energy, see, negative beings, negative energy, but all with the motivation, obviously, of compassion. Yeah, but there are these different aspects of Tara, with different colors and so forth. And this you can study, read about. Okay, so we'll recite the praises. Some of us recite it in Tibetan. We get the right rhythm and so forth. It's very blessed in Tibetan language because it's been recited by so many great beings in that language. But you please recite in English if you wish. And if it's all too much or too fast, you just imagine this blessing, powerful blessing energy from Tara. Feel a very wonderful sort of, motherly, but not just motherly, but sort of enlightened motherly energy, light and nectar. It's always good to visualize nectar together with the light because that is said to bring tremendous blissful feeling, blissful energy, and leading to the blissful bodies of the Buddha in the future. So light and nectar coming from the hearts of all of these Taras, or you can just visualize one Tara, green Tara, main Tara, coming into you and blessing you, and as before, purifying us of all of the negativity and bringing all of the positive energy, all what we wish for, and then freeing us from all the fears we have, freeing up all our potential energy, for good works, for creativity, for dharma practice, all of that, our ability to benefit others, work with others, and so forth. All of this being released, all of the negative energy being released, and our potential being fully actualized through the blessing energy of all the Taras. So really feel that as we recite these verses 3 times right through, we'll be reciting. but those who so feel this is actually happening as we recite, that all of this powerful positive energy is being taken in, and all of the hindrances to our enlightened manifestation are being totally washed away, cleansed, all the garbage you can imagine, garbage coming out of you, in whatever form you like, most disgusting or whatever, just flowing out of you like dirt, and your body being filled with very blissful light, nectar, energy. Okay, so make it as simple or as complicated as you wish, but just make sure you do put some energy to focus and pay attention. And of course, especially remember also the people you are praying for, projects you are praying for. So do remember the projects of our kind lamas, especially the projects in India, the Tushita Center Dharamsala, Tushita Delhi, Maitreya Project Bodh Gaya, Maitreya Project Dalai Lama Trust Bodh Gaya, Maitreya Project Kushinagar, Root Institute, Maitri Leprosy Center, and the Bangalore Center, and so forth. All of them being most successful, all of their problems and obstacles being removed, so they can be of utmost benefit to others. We can recite the invocation in English, and then those of us reciting in Tibetan will recite the prostration and praise prayer, Ladang Lamin, worldly gods, that one 3 times, and then go through the praises 3 times. Remembering Tara and all the 21 Taras, and how all they wish for is for us to be supremely happy and to attain enlightenment. From the supreme abode of the Potala, one born out of the green letter Tam, crown decorated by Amitabha Buddha, mother of the skillful actions of all the 3 times Buddhas. Tara, please come with your entourage. Worldly gods, non-worldly gods, bow their crowns to your lotus feet. You who rescue from all problems. Mother Tara, to you I prostrate. La 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 minje bengi jagi pemola tune pampagone dozema domayum la chazelo la 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 minje bengi jagi pemola tune pampagone dozema domayum la chazelo la 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 minje bengi jagi pemola tune pampagone dozema domayum la chazelo Om jetso ma pama doma la chazelo Jose domani mapa mo jeni ke je la dan drama jiten je kinje ke je ke sa je wale ni jo ma jose de da wa kunto ga wa gyani se special ma kama sopa sopa nam ki rap tu che we rabara ma jose jeni jeni ki peme jeni na bragye ma Shoma zatu katu ji wa zopa sampen che yuni ma jaten de jinje bezoto taye namra ke wa che ma Malo paro ci pato pe ge wa se ki shin tu tema chade to tara hung yi ge do don jo don non ka gam ci den de gu ja gi nen te lo pa me pa gu pa ni ma cha se kya che me la tam pa lo na na su wan ji che ma jung po ro la ti ta nam da no jin de gi de ne te ma cha se ja de dan nam pe ki paro to ku rap do ja ma che ke ni ge ja gi nen te me pa to pra chen to bar ma ja te tu re ji pa chen po Duki pao na prajom, chege de ne den de, dao tam che ma lu se mo, chote te den jodan jaki, somo tokra nam pa gyema, malu choki korlo gyempe, rangi yoki tanam te ama, chate rabdu gawa jipe, Ogene ki ten wa pel ma, chepe rap che tutarayi, tudan je ten wan tutse ama, chase jage kyo we do nam, tam che ki ban yu man ni ma, Tone yu ige oinki, pompa tam che nambrado ma, chate dawe dumbi uge, kemba tam che chintu bara ma, repetana apamele, tabra jindu arabze ama, chate tame tame meta, bewe chingmi unanema, Cheke dai punin brajo ma cha te jani nyula choki cheke de cheke de ma te ne chen te ike hoen ki ripa tu ponan ni ma cha te de ma ke ma ji ma nyanin de shi chu yun ni ma so ha o ya da da de pe de pa chen po jom pa ni ma cha te kune kara gawe dai lo ni na pra ma Nike chobena niki peri pahule domani Chase ture ni no pe hungi no pe so pani ma rira mandara dambi je jite dono yawani ma chase lai soi no pe rira ta je janan nam para ni jo pe ki ke dono mali pani selma chase lai sunum gel po la da mi a chi te ma kunne go jaga wa ji ki so da me la nyam ba selma chase ni ma da wa ge pe che ni pa la rap selma Hara nijo tutarai chenju da purim ne selma chase deni dinim ki pi dive do da yandam dem toda rola no jinzo na jompa tori rabjoni ma sawe nakita padida chase wanini susashi also please remember all the people suffering due to war due to climate degradation and so forth. May all these obstacles, all the environmental and other obstacles, economic and people fighting one another, may all of that cease. Yeah. Om je tsuma pama doma la cha tse lo. Cha tse doma nyuma pa mo je ni ke je lo dan da ma. Je ke sa je wa le ni jo ma. Cha tse de da wa kun tu ga wa ke ni tse pe cha ma. Kama sopa nam ki ra tu che we ra ba ra ma. Che de ni ke pe me je ni dam pra ge ma. Je ba tu te ka te ji wa sopa sam te che yo nye ma. Chode de jinje pe to to ta ye no pra ke wa che ma le paro chi pa to pe ke wa se ki ten to te ma to na ke ye da jo da no ka ga ma che den de ke ja ki nen te le pa me pa ki pa ni ma cha te kya che me la sam pa lo la na su ra chi chi ma jom bo ro la ti sa nam da ne jinje ki te ni te ma Chode da 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 pe ki paro to kurab do jama ye kunjung kunjaki nente me pat prajentu barama chode dure di pa chembo do ki pa un brajama chigi dune dune dende da o tam chi male ma chode kare da 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 ki so mo to kanam pa ki ma ma lu cho ki ko lo kem pe rangi ya ki ta nam te ma chode ra tu ka ji Ogire wa pelmo, jeperap chetu tarayi, dudan jite wantu tsemo, chose jaye ge we so nam, damje ge pani mani ma, tone jaye ge hongi, repato ponani ge, Jode danje dama dama, jose dare dembe gen, gen patam chi chintu barama, repetana apamele, tope chintu aram Chode kameta me meta, bhave ding me ananyama, yekini kikini kuki, tai puni namrajam. Chode jani no jogi, jani jani jagi dama, tane jende ike hongi, repato monani gem. Chode de mage maji ma, nyanye ye che chayani ma, soha ya da da dembe, deba jomba ni ma, chase kune garagavi, jairani na pragyama. Ike chopena niki piri pahule do mani ma chase tore zani da pe hungi abe so bani rira bandara dambi je jija yo yo ni ma chase loi soi nambe ria tate chanana ma Tharani jope ki ike duna malipani selma chase loi sunum gelpo Ladami achi etema kuniga jagawaji ki sodame lanyamba selma Chazeni madawa gia pe cheni pala rap selma harani jotu tarai chenjo to purani selma chazeni senam ki Jive dodo yodonde ma dodaro lo doji zona jomba tore rap janim sawena kita padida chazewani nisu soji om jetsuma pama domala chazelo Chase do no nyuma pa ma jini ke je lo no da ma jini jiki ke sa je wale ni jo ma chase je da kin tu ga wa ge ni se pe je ma Kama topa sopa nam ki rati chivi rabbarama chaze jene jene ki peme jene pragyama jimba sute kate jiva zapadante chayanyema chaze de jinche pesuto tayen pragyava chima malu para chipa tope gyawa chiki chintu tema chutena chaze dore devane Pepa tu pracintu parama, chate tu regi pa cempo, duki pa on prajoma, yuge dune dune dende, dao tam chumali sima, chate kune jeda jagi, sumo tu kranam pakim, malu chaki kolokim, beragi yogi sanam te ma, chate dune dune dame, ugi nuki te wapelma, jeberap chitu tarayi, dudan jite wantu tema, chate joje ke wezonam, doje ke panjima, Tony Jevige Oiki, Bombatam Chenubradom, Chelsea David Bi Igin, Gebatam Chichintu Barama, Repetana Upamele, Taprachintu Arapsema, Chelsea Caneta Memeta, Bariching Nema, Yikin Yikin Yiki, Daipunin Brajom, Chelsea Jolly Jula Jogi, Tegin Jidogidom, Tode Jende Yige Hongi, Repapomana Nikema, Chade de Magema Shima, Yanini Chuchoyonim, Sohoyo Dodo Dempe, Depachembo Jumpanima, Chase Kunigaragawi, Dailuni Bragem, Yige Chapina Nikipi, Dipahole Manima, Chasera de Dodida, Hongina Bezo Banima, Rira Mandara Dambeje, Didano Yonima, Chasela Isoinampe, Riata Chechana Nama, Harani Jopeki, Dunamali Pani Selma, Chase Nurin Gelpo, Lada Mia Chietema, Kunega Chakawajiki, Sulamilan Paselma, Chase Deva Deva Gepe, Cheni Polar of Selma, Harani Jototarai, Shinto Tapurim Selma, Chase Denizinem Kipi, Jiveto no Yondam, Dodorolo de Sodom, Jompatore of Jonema, Sawena kita padida, chase wanini susoshi. Imagine oneself and all the beings you're praying for and all the other beings completely purified with light and nectar, transformed, transformed into the nature of Aryatara herself, all transformed into Buddha. We can dedicate. May all be auspicious for us to see our mind as the Guru Buddha, who understands perfectly all beings' thoughts and whose speech fulfills countless beings' wishes, and whose pure body arises from an infinite collection of merits. May we all quickly become like Aryatara due to all of the positive energy we've generated. And in this way, may we fulfill the wishes of countless sentient beings. While we are engaging in this, up to enlightenment, may we never be separated from the teachings, from the holy teachings, and from authentic teachers. We pray that all those teachers have long and healthy lives, and that they do not pass away into nirvana, but they continue to teach us. May we never be disheartened, but may we always remember the Buddha nature, always remember our great good fortune as living human beings who have met the Dharma, met the teachers. So may we never give up. May our lives be most meaningful for others, even just by remembering us, looking at us, abusing us, praising us, whatever people do in connection with us. We pray that it may be beneficial for them. May it create the cause for them to fulfill all their wishes, all their Dharma wishes. Also, may we be instrumental in bringing the Dharma to those who are without Dharma, and to those places where once the Dharma was spread, but now it's disappeared. May we bring it back to those places. And may we always be respectful and devoted to our spiritual masters, to our guides, through whose kindness we develop. And may His Holiness Dalai Lama, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Kyabje Lingam Rinpoche, all the other great masters, all have long and healthy lives. May all their holy wishes be fulfilled. May we never be without the great loving, compassionate heart of bodhisattva, which gives us great courage, great strength, great ability to move forward even in most difficult of times. May we always generate that mind. So pray to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas for us to help us in that. Okay, so and thank you very much, everybody. Very, very loyal and patient participants today. You stayed till the end. Thank you very much. Those of you.
Mosquito died unintentionally.
A mosquito died, according to Rajeshji. So we dedicate for the dead mosquito.
And Geshe Tupten Pelsenla is sick.
And Geshe Tupten Pelgenla?
Pelsenla.
Pelsen, where is he?
He's in Sachaling Monastery at Dharamsala.
In MacLeod Ganj, no?
It's very close to his holiness.
Geshe?
Tupten Pelsen.
Tupten Pelsen, okay. Dedicate for him. He's very sick. He has, I think, helped Rajeshji in the past. Rajeshji is here with me in the office in
Hello, everybody.
In Root Institute. And some people are on the train. Some people are looking rather cold and miserable in Delhi. And in Bodh Gaya, all we need is a shirt. It's 4 or 5 degrees warmer, at least, maybe 6, 7 degrees warmer. Of course, it may not last. So yeah, nice to see all of you. So yeah, our next session, and lovely to see Sanjay ji, who is masquerading as a Shilpi, under Shilpi, in the top row next to Pradeep with the wall. As I said, Sanjay ji, we need you to have a long life, Sanjay ji. You keep on supporting Tushita. Please have a very long life, and thank you for all your.
And can
Huh?
earn so much money to offer more.
Yeah, Rajesh is saying you can earn the merit to earn so much more money to offer more. Yeah, very good. Okay, so yeah, this less people get the wrong idea. But thank you, everyone. There's a nice little dog with Ajar. Acha, what's the name of your dog, Ajar? Ajar ji? क्या नाम है कुत्ते का? कोई नहीं, आप बार-बार वो हो रहे हैं, muted. And thanks to our international delegates, Isabel, I think from Portugal, if I remember right. And any other, Merve from Turkey, I think Turkey. Isabel from where? Somewhere foreign. Anyway, whatever. To all of you, much love, and thank you for joining. And tomorrow we have, tomorrow is Monday, right? So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow 6:30, we'll continue with some Shanti Deva, I guess. We'll try and say something sensible. Or no, we'll carry on, do some meditations based on chapter 8. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Meditations based on chapter 8, equalizing and exchanging ourselves with others. Yeah. So hopefully some of us can join tomorrow. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night.